Movies about kids with special powers have really taken off, covering a wide range from superhero action to magical adventures. What makes this genre so popular is how diverse it is. You've got everything from young superheroes to dystopian stories where kids' powers fight against harsh regimes. There's even a mix of horror and fantasy where the kid with powers often goes a little berserk. So let's get into it, The Innocents. This movie is a haunting take on childhood, blending elements of horror and superhero stories in a fresh way. Directed by Eskil Vogt, who also worked on the Oscar-nominated The Worst Person in the World, this film explores the complexities of childhood friendships and the darker side of innocence. On the surface, it's about a group of kids discovering their supernatural abilities during summer break. But this isn't your typical kids with powers movie. The film has an unsettling vibe from the start, showing that these children aren't just playing, they're dealing with deep emotional scars and tough moral choices. The story focuses on two sisters, Ida and Anna, adjusting to their new life in an Oslo housing complex. Ida, played by Raquel Lenora Flodum, has the responsibility of looking after her non-verbal sister Anna, played by Alva Brinsmo Ramstad, who has autism. Their relationship is tense, with Ida feeling neglected and resentful, leading her to act out in harsh ways. The young cast delivers impressive performances, bringing a realness to their roles that's rare in child actors. The tension builds as the kids experiment with their powers, leading to some disturbing outcomes. One especially shocking scene involves a kid harming an animal, which really shows the darker impulses that can surface when children are left unsupervised. So if you're into this, then you might want to check it out. Firestarter 2022. The movie brings Stephen King's classic story back to life with some real magic. Directed by Keith Thomas and starring Zac Efron, Ryan Kiera Armstrong, and Sidney Lemon, this remake does a great job capturing the original vibe about a young girl with pyrokinesis and her family's struggle against a mysterious government agency. It kicks off strong, showing how Andy and Vicky got their psychic powers from a college experiment. Their daughter Charlie, played by Armstrong, inherits the ability to start fires with her mind, especially when she's upset. But after a mishap at school, the family finds themselves on the run from a shady group called The Shop, which wants to exploit Charlie's powers, which leads her powers to go berserk. The movie has plenty of suspense and energy, making it a thrilling watch. The visuals really boost the story, and Efron and Armstrong give solid performances that make it worth checking out. Brightburn. Imagine a child from another world crash landing on Earth, but instead of becoming humanity's hero, he turns out to be something much darker. That's what Brightburn is all about. We all know Superman's origin story so well that we rarely stop to question it. But when you think about it, it's actually pretty wild. A kind couple in Kansas finds an alien baby in a spaceship and decides to raise it as their own. When the kids start showing off insane superpowers that could either change or destroy the world, they just roll with it and keep it a secret. How do they know this alien child won't turn on them? They don't, and that's exactly the point. The original Superman story is all about American values triumphing over everything else. Clark Kent isn't just about truth, justice, and the American way. Those ideals shaped him into the Man of Steel, but a man above all. That was the Superman created by America in the 1930s and 1940s. So it makes you wonder, what kind of Superman would the America of 2019 create? Well, to know more, you'll need to check out the movie, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Tim Burton is a director known for his unique ability to match the right material with the right actors, and he certainly did that with Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. The book's whimsical and dark elements fit perfectly with Burton's style, and Eva Green is a great choice to bring the quirky character of Miss Peregrine to life. The movie introduces us to the children at Miss Peregrine's home, each with their own special powers, and explores their relationships and the awkward moments they face. It also weaves in elements of time travel, as a young boy from the future goes back in time to uncover the mystery surrounding his grandfather. Overall, I think the movie is a solid mix of fantasy, mystery, and thrill. The casting was great, and while I'm not sure everyone will love it, it's still one of my personal favorites. The Darkest Minds. This movie was hands down some of the best kids superhero movie I've ever seen, and I'll tell you why. The Darkest Minds is an adaptation of Alexander Bracken's YA novel set in a dystopian future where a disease has wiped out most miners. The few survivors are left with powerful abilities, leading to their imprisonment and the rise of a powered resistance. Amandla Stenberg, known for her role as Rue in the Hunger Games, leads a cast that also includes Mandy Moore from This Is Us and Tangled. The film aimed to kickstart a franchise based on the book series, but a sequel hasn't been developed yet. I Am Number 4. This is another film about superpowered kids, but it adds a twist with its alien sci-fi and conspiracy elements. Based on the YA novel series by Pittacus Lore, a pseudonym for James Frey, the story follows alien children hiding on Earth as a deadly alien race hunts them down. Each child is numbered and gains powers under the guidance of a guardian. Alex Pettyfer stars as Number 4, who discovers his powers as he tries to protect himself and the other survivors when the aliens start targeting them. Teresa Palmer plays another of the alien kids. Despite being a box office disappointment, the film deserved better than it got. Chronicle. Starring Dane DeHaan, Alex Russell, and Michael B. Jordan, offers a unique take on the superpowered kids genre by blending it with the found footage format. Unlike typical found footage horror films filled with jump scares, this movie is a bit different. Although it has horror elements, it primarily follows a group of teens who discover they have superhuman powers and learn to control them. The plot takes a darker turn when one of the teens starts using his powers for evil, forcing his friends to confront and stop him. While the story is fairly straightforward, Chronicle is highly engaging and satisfying. Its success led to director Josh Trank being hired by Fox to reboot the Fantastic Four. Freaks. The movie is a mix of sci-fi and thriller that breathes new life into the superhero genre by zeroing in on the bond between a father and his daughter in a world where superpowers are both a blessing and a curse. Directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein, the film stars Lexi Kolker as Chloe, a young girl with extraordinary abilities, and Emil Hirsch as her fiercely protective father. The movie kicks off in a seemingly dystopian world where Chloe is kept in isolation by her dad, who is deeply worried about her safety. As Chloe's curiosity about the outside world grows, she begins to uncover her unique powers and the truth about her family's past. The film does a great job of using Chloe's perspective to explore themes like fear, control, and the yearning for freedom, making it relatable for anyone who's ever felt trapped by their circumstances. Lexi Kolker really shines as Chloe, capturing both her innocence and inner strength. Watching Chloe's journey from being confined to finding her power is both gripping and emotional. The father-daughter dynamic adds a lot of emotional depth, showing just how far a parent will go to protect their child, even if it means sacrificing their own freedom. What makes Freaks stand out in the crowded superhero genre is its focus on character development and emotional stakes instead of just action. This allows for a deeper exploration of what it means to be different in a world that fears the unknown. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.